And as far as like regular people, what's the main reason a person doesn't ask for help?
Just being embarrassed and being ashamed, or the ego. An ego
There you
is
go.
false. It's false.
Ego,
Somebody think you got it all under control, and see,
pride.
as a parent, and God already knows you don't have it under control. But like I said, those feelings do govern people. You're either angry or you're prideful, or you feeling some type of way, and that's what stops you. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Unadulterated You. I'm Bianca, and this is my partner, Teddy.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're glad to be back with you guys, and so we're just gonna jump right into it. It's late, but we want to cover this other topic really quickly. My question is, should you question God? Like, I always hear it's like taboo to question God, or don't ask him, why am I going through this, or why this or that? But how do you get any clarity in the situation if you don't ask God? Like, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, me personally, whether it's right or wrong, I question God all the time. It's so much in my life and in this world that I just don't understand. Circumstances happen, or a particular situation might come up, or you may wonder about a thing. People talk about relationship versus religion, but if you was to have a true relationship with God, how is that a real relationship if you can't have a real conversation with him?
Yeah. So sometimes you go to God, or people go to God, and you ask God, like, why am I going through this, or why me, and all this stuff. So I think that's what they're talking about as the taboo part. But again, God really can offer clarity in those situations when you're asking God, and he'll give you some, or enlighten you on some things that maybe you dealt with before, or the process that you're going through. I believe I think it's okay to be in conversation with God about the circumstances and situations that we face. Who else are we supposed to talk to? Who else is supposed to give us that understanding?
Exactly. And I know this is a little bit off subject, but it's kind of not. But I know the biggest thing I question him on is timing, because I'm at the point where I feel like I got enough faith in God that I know he always got me. He's always gonna take care of a situation. But sometimes the timing to me seems like it is off until it happens. But then when it happens, you're like,
right.
oh, okay, now I get it. Like you're really right on time. But while I was going through it, it was like, when are you gonna come through? Like, when is this gonna happen? I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, and that's like him always. He's always looking out. He always got your back. But timing is a tricky thing, because it's like, sometimes do we delay the timing? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's another conversation to ask God. When you say timing, it's like, yes, we respect your timing. We respect your will in our lives. But when is the right time? And is it me delaying it? Either way, it's so funny, because either way, all the time when he come through, it's right on time. But it's the question of, did I delay that? Could I have manifested this sooner, with your promises? And I actually done a couple of videos about that are posting. So that's another thing that we'll kind of cover later about timing. But questioning God, this is a really short video, because, it's simple for me. How else are you supposed to know? How else are you supposed to get any understanding when the Bible says, in all you're getting, get an understanding? Well, who's going to give you that? Except for
the thing is, the same people who would say that you can't do that, they're kind of lying, because they do it too. They may not do it to the extent that you do it, or the same way, but it's like, to some degree, we all kind of question the way certain things is going down.
We do. I mean, like I said, the clarity piece is huge. How are you going to be walking through something? It's like going through a maze or something, and you don't know how to get out of there. It's like, you're going to have to ask the one who created it.
Exactly. And I mean, you might not outwardly come out and say, God, why is this happening? But if you're just going through a regular, normal situation, you're like, man, why is it raining today?
Yeah.
Like, I got something to do today. I don't want to get wet. Why is it raining today? Even though you didn't outwardly come out and say, why, God, did you do this? You're kind of questioning the will, because apparently God has a reason for it to be raining today.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's like in our everyday living we're in question. We don't know. We're uncertain. So that's when you have to be in communication with him and ask the questions. Didn't it say like seek and you shall find? Well, seeking is kind of like you have a question or you have a problem or you're looking for something. And that's the answer. And also knocking, the door will be open. Why are we knocking if we got all the answers?
Exactly.
Why are we knocking if we're not needing? You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is just my opinion. Y'all might disagree with me. I think a person who openly does ask God about things or question things, I think they might hear from God more than somebody else. Because if you're willing to say, I don't know, I don't understand, God tell me, that's a relationship where you're opening the door for him to tell you, so he can tell you what his will is and what he wants you to do and how you do it. But if you're going to just sit back and just say, well, God has a plan, and just sit there, I mean, how are you going to know what it is? Like, what are you going to know about the next step?
That's big because, you know, say if you're a parent and you have 2 children and one child comes to you and asks you questions, you know, actually they may get something done much faster. Say if I tell the 2 children to do the same task, neither one of them know how to do it. And one asks me, hey, I started to do the task and I ran into a block. Why am I dealing with this block? And you say, oh, well, you just didn't do these 2 steps. God will show you, right?
Exactly.
Same thing. Or if our other person is ashamed or feeling bad and just wants to give up and not question God or get any kind of clarity there, and they say nothing, then they stay stagnant, right? In that same position when this other person is powering forward because they have the tools now. God has given them the enlightenment, or the parent has given them the steps where they might have missed. And then they're able to go through and complete the task.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as far as like regular people, what's the main reason a person doesn't ask for help?
Just being embarrassed and being ashamed, or the ego. An ego
There
is
you go.
It's false.
Ego.
Somebody think you got it all under control, and see,
Pride.
as a parent and God already knows you don't have it under control. But like I said, those feelings do govern people. You're either angry or you're prideful or you feeling some type of way, and that's what stops you.
So I feel like if you're willing to put your pride to the side, I feel like God would honor that, because you're not just thinking about yourself or what you can do or what your ability is, and you're putting him first to see what he thinks about a situation.
I'm so happy that you said that about not just thinking about yourself, because many times when God gives us a task to complete, he gives us an assignment, or we feel really strongly about doing this or that. It's not to impact just us. It's to impact other people. Why are you smiling?
Now I was thinking about something else. It had nothing to do with this.
You are crazy, like so. He's giving us something's wrong with you.
I'm sorry.
What is wrong? Okay.
I'm sorry. It don't have nothing to do with this. I'm sorry.
That was okay. He's giving us these tasks not for just ourselves, and we're going through things not just for ourselves. So why wouldn't you ask him? Because it's going to impact likely the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of people. It's not just going to impact you. You don't live just for yourself. Your living is actually an example to others.
That's true. They're trying to trip me up because I'm thinking about a joke that I heard earlier. We must be on to something good.
So you looked at me and thought about a joke.
No, my mind be all over the place, man.
Yeah, guys, it's bedtime for Teddy. So Anyway,
I've been up to what, like 3 in the morning.
yeah,
So
gotta get some rest because you got to do it all over again tomorrow.
all over
Anyway,
again.
we were happy to come to you guys on the subject about questioning God. You guys let us know what you think. Should you question God, or has man made you afraid to ask God some questions? And has it kept you stagnant? Let us know in an email at unadulteratedU@gmail.com, or send us a message right here in the comments.
Yeah, like we said, we want some more topics. We want y'all to chime in. And like we said before, and it seemed like a lot of people, they offer it and they get cold feet. And we're not trying to make you feel bad, but we would like some people to jump on here and talk with us, maybe get on the Zoom, like my friend
We're
Lewis did.
begging at this point, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make a community. We didn't want to make Unadulterated just about Bianca or about me. We wanted to make a community of friends or people.
Let's expound on these topics and
yeah,
get a greater understanding. He and I, we, like you said, we don't know everything, and so it would be so great if we all could engage and talk about.
Y'all got the clue. I don't know everything. I'll be bugging out. I just was laughing for no reason just now.
Listen, this guy. But anyway, he knows enough. We know enough, but we need you guys to engage with us so that we can get a better understanding and then walk in that truth. This is our truth, unadulterated you. Until next time.
Y'all be blessed.